So I welcome you to this preview video of the English Premier League match day 27, I think that is. And we check it out as usual with the assistance of my Betmaster Tool that you can get your access to as well if you follow the link in the description. So you would have the same possibility to calculate the prices, and you can make up your mind how you figure the teams should be rated. Those are ranked. Evaluations are based on goals they scored, goals they concede or conceded, and here we have my personal setting that anyone can easily adjust, but maybe my settings are pretty good already. Strength is measured by the division of the goals they scored on average per game, more or less, and the goals they conceded, and they are kept track of and adjusted with every result coming in. No one would doubt Manchester City on first, Liverpool in second, Chelsea in third, and there is a gap, maybe Manchester United, Arsenal, but you may think something different here or there. Norwich, Watford at the bottom, Newcastle a bit better recently, and so on. But here it's pretty easy to adjust those settings by, for example, moving those sliders here or those little markers. And anyway, the work has been done already. There is this small difference, and I try to introduce to you already, and I try to introduce into the tool that there is even a better method or a separate second method how to compile the prices or the goal expectancies, which is this statistical based method. Where I calculate all the statistics that I expect for the game, how many shots they will have, how many passes they will have. Those are algorithms that work as the algorithms for the goal expectancies. So I can do this, apply these algorithms for the expected shots and stuff and everything, and turn this into goal expectancies. Anyway, we will at least compare this here, what this result-based method compiles and what we compare it with the statistical-based method. The thing is that the tool at the moment only provides the result-based method, which you would have access to, which is of course doing an excellent job already. This extra method with the statistics, based on statistics, is going to be introduced anytime soon, so you can look forward to it, although this tool already does an excellent job for you and for me and for anyone who uses it. So now we're ready to compare. Southampton market has 158. We compare this, and those expectancies here are leading to this 155 as a true price. So based on this, it would even to be considered to have a bet on Southampton, whereby we can compare this now, and that's what I'm showing you here. So usually this is statistical based method, this is the result based method. This is the method that I exported the data that has been exported here. So you see the true prices here, which are the same as in the tool here. So I wouldn't need to go to this screen once again, because it is all of it is here. It means 155, those are the goal expectancies, those are the converted true prices. This is going by simulation, that those expectancies are turned into probabilities with all the factors needed and all the parameters, and this is working all my life. It has been working 32 years. Okay, anyway, so this is the goal expectancies by the Betmaster Tool, and this is the expectancies, or by the result based, and this is the statistical based. So they are close to each other, so one might even consider a bet on Southampton, which I obviously would not rule out, whereby this is a very small margin only, and maybe you think Norwich still have the chance to stay in the league. You can quickly check it here. 17 points, it's not too late yet, but it's of course very hard to catch up 5 points with a game more played, a game in hand for Newcastle. Anyway, Southampton, of course, they are all fighting for their careers. They are fighting for every place, every point counts, every goal, and so on. So Southampton, we could consider. I said we don't need to go back here. Leeds, no, I'm checking. Yeah, Leeds against Tottenham. We look at this. We have 353, 320, 72, 223, and I forgot already 389, 391. So the computer would say maybe go with Leeds, and this would even confirm the statistical based method would confirm here, because it would say even the chances are slightly better for Leeds. So these prices would even be lower. So the advantage, the edge, the value in the bet would even be higher. So I would obviously go for Leeds, which I am forced to by the tool, whereby I know very well that Tottenham are on a good run and actually caught up a bit, while Leeds had been struggling all season a little bit. But of course I have to trust my figures anyway, so I have to go with Leeds. Then we have Brentford Newcastle. I'm always going back to this one here. Brentford Newcastle 252, 328. Brentford Newcastle 252. So computer would advise us to go with Brentford. This would approve here. It's very similar, or well, a little bit less of a chance. Now we can make for Brentford, so the true price would be a bit higher. So we needed to, obviously in this case, we can check out here with a review of this, or go into the game details and check out what shape these two teams are in. And obviously Brentford are in a horrible shape, but just one draw in the last 7 games, while Newcastle are on a good run. They invested lots of money, they have lots of money, they have some decent players. You would figure here they would easily survive now, and we don't want Brentford, having in mind they won promotion, they had a very bright start. Newcastle had been struggling, okay, but Brentford now, maybe they face the tougher opposition. They understand Brentford are a dangerous team, so they take them seriously, and so on. It happens quite often to those teams that they are in for a bright start after promotion and then tumble a bit. And this is what happened. So no bet on Brentford. Instead, what we could do is just to show you how this works, to adjust the settings, right? Newcastle are on a good run. We would rate them higher anyway, so I make them a bit better here, which is has been just slightly, but some slight improvement, whereby we would say, well, Brentford struggling. So we with 1 point only, and so we more or less exchange these two teams in the ranking, which makes a lot of sense. And now we recompile the price here, which I'm not going to export. You click on this. This is the view that you would get. You can look here, you build up your tree with all the leaks. And if you have any questions, of course, you can happily ask me. I've done plenty of coachings and introduced people to this, because it's not that simple in the first place to understand and use all those functions. It's quite a complicated matter anyway to beat the betting market. Now there are some things you have to watch out for. 251 as a true price, which makes it now not really a bet anymore, a proposal. and so we skip it anyway. But this was to show you how to adjust the prices. Now we could look at Brighton against Aston Villa. These prices look fine to me. I'm not sure what the computer thinks. Brighton 290, 291, 321. It says he's a small edge to Brighton. Here it's a somewhat bigger edge. But anyway, this only means that market has been well compiling the price, whereby we could argue maybe the draw is an idea here. 330 looks pretty good. If we want to check this, we can even click on this and compare what happened in the past in no, this was a mistake. Oh, there's nothing selected here, right? Standard, I should click, right. Now we have the draw percent here, which is expected and real. So there had been enough draws, more or less, to justify. So there is a chance to go for the draw. That's what I want to say. I'm still a bit confused here. Expected 25.67 and real there had been 26.21. So there had been enough percent for a draw. It is an idea to go for the draw, which is also, it doesn't sound so awful, whereby you wouldn't expect to win all the bets for a draw. You do it by it is a statistical approach. You do not think this is going to be a draw, but you think 1 out of 3 is going to be one, obviously, and this is what actually happens, more or less. Crystal Palace against Burnley, 195. I would instantly go for Burnley, who also won midweek against Tottenham. And here it would say you can try with Burnley, but this method here would say no, hang on. Crystal Palace are much more of a favorite, so I cannot go with Burnley, which I'm also happy about, because this statistical method gives this kind of small adjustment that I think no, obviously Crystal Palace had been somehow playing better than their results, or Burnley a bit worse also. I accept that. I can't have a bet here. Manchester United against Watford is 135. We check it out. That's 152, 431. Check out the draw price. 431, 556. So it would tell us, please give it a go. Try with a draw here. The away win is not indicated. Of course, I saw Manchester United on Wednesday, or Tuesday, they were struggling again against Villarreal. They won the point in the end, equalized, but they didn't really deserve it. It's another competition which is important for them. So I'm not sure. So I would somehow give Watford a decent chance, right? Everton against Man City. This is 130 on Man City, and we have 144, which is very common. Here, most likely the draw also could be indicated with the 598. It's the same story. If you go for these 3 draws, more or less, of course, Everton, Man City, after Man City lost to Tottenham, they will of course try to fix that small problem, as Bayern usually do in Germany. And if they know they need this win, well, which they don't, they are still 6 points clear. But anyways, you might stay away. But those are indications, kind of. If you go for that, the statistics might prove you right in the long run. And then we have West Ham against Wolves, 213, 326. 213, 326. So it could be that we have a bet on Wolverhampton, which I would actually consider XN2, because they had been playing really well. West Ham had been struggling a bit. So I think, why not, right? This is awful noise out there. Game details. I'm not even sure how many points they are clear, just 2 points. So 42, right, and 40. And the better team are even with a difference to the expectancy, are even Wolves. And as I said, they had been struggling, just 1 win in last 5. They had a couple of wins, couple of losses. Anyway, lose to Arsenal is okay. Beating Leicester, beating Tottenham, losing to Arsenal once again. But still, they are on a good run. They have the better plus. They are close to, even with the game in hand, they can take over anyway. With a win, they would. So I would definitely go with Wolverhampton here. So x2 should be an indication which we can also check out here. The double chance. Oh, what is this? Pooh, what are they doing there? We check out the price once again here for the x2, West Ham against Wolves. That's 179. That is the price we need to, or that we get. That is the price that we have to beat. So our true price has to be lower than this price for the x2. And it is 157, and we get a 179. So that easily is a bet. So I would have to I don't dare to click on it. We go for Wolves x2. We have the possible bet on Southampton. We have a possible bet on Leeds not to lose, which is fine. We have a draw here, maybe the draw in the Manchester United and the draw in Everton, and x2 in West Ham against Wolves. So thank you very much for watching, and see you again. Bye bye. Enjoy it. Good luck.